Hey everyone, it's Ben with Inside Look at Packaging, and in today's video we're going to start covering one of the harder topics in packaging development, and that is finding someone to manufacture or to supply you with your specific package. From my experience, one of the hardest things in product development and packaging development is going to be finding a supplier or vendor who can actually manufacture your specific item. Because where do you start? Well, in the next few videos on this channel, we're going to be going through a simple way, kind of laid out how to start and actually find someone who can manufacture or supply the specific item, as well as walk through a little bit of the quoting process and maybe some supply chain things you should probably think about going through this process. I'm going to give you examples of how I do it, walk you through that simply, and hopefully this will be a very helpful thing for you in whatever field that you're in. Now, if you're not already subscribed, please do so and make sure you turn on notifications so that you won't miss the next couple videos in this series. Now, let's jump right to the first part, and that is looking for a particular supplier vendor. Let's jump to how I do it. All right, so I just had mentioned that I'm going to walk you through how I go about finding a supplier or vendor to be able to basically manufacture or supply my package. So I have two ways that I go about looking for a new supplier vendor. And we're going to go through the first option and then we'll go into the second. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come to this website right here, and it is thomasnet.com. Now, Thomasnet basically is a large database full of suppliers from all over the country and world, and a lot of different industries, but it's very helpful to be able to find names of particular suppliers that you might not be able to do by just searching on the internet. So the first thing I'm going to do is you open, this is just the home page. I'm going to come here. It's already on suppliers. Now what I'm going to do, so for example, let's just do paper trays. Hit enter. And it's going to load up here. Okay, so now it's going to start giving me different suppliers. And one easy thing to do, if you want this to be more local, possibly to your area, you can break that down within miles of your zip code, and it'll kind of give you suggestions there. So for the purpose of this one, let's just click on this first one, deluxe packaging, after we just take a quick peek. So as you can see, there's just lists of different suppliers that offer what we searched as paper trays. So that of course might not be exactly what you're looking for, but we will be able to see here in just a moment. So what it'll kind of come up with here is some of the information, what they offer, a little bit about the company, the sales, when it was founded, any kind of comments on it. You can look at their full catalog, quote, all of that through this website. But mainly what I use Thomasnet for is to get these names of the supplying companies. So what I will do is after I get the name and I can look at this page and it looks like, yeah, this is kind of what I'm looking for, I'm going to hit this right here, and that's going to kick me right over to their particular website. Now, this is going to be the main source of how I know if this is going to be a good option for me or not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll through and look at what they offer. But again, we'll get into that in just a moment here with my second way. But again, so thomasnet.com is a great place to start for finding, kind of getting on the right track of possibly who could make and who offers a product similar to what I am looking to use. All right, so we just went over thomasnet.com and how helpful that is to find names of suppliers or vendors for our packaging components. Now, the second place I'm going to go after I first look at Thomasnet, I'm going to now go to the classic Google search. Now, in the Google search, what I find is ThomasNet, since it's a database of different companies and they kind of have their own keywords, it's better to, on ThomasNet, to be more general. So in our example, we looked at paper tray. Now for Google, if I do paper tray, that's going to give me quite a lot of different things. It doesn't really slim it down to just packaging. So my suggestion is be a little bit more specific. And so today we're going to look at paperboard trays. Okay, so again, Google search, paperboard is going to be the material, and then kind of what we're looking for. So that could be a paperboard carton, paperboard tray. And so for this example, since we were kind of looking for paper trays through ThomasNet, we're going to be looking at paperboard trays through Google. Now, of course, Google's going to give me kind of some options of some different companies right off the bat. Some that I know here, we got Graphic Packaging, a big company in paperboard and in the packaging industry as a whole. We just have some other ones, some Amazon Pactiv is another one, WestRock. All of these are names, pretty big names in packaging materials. But I'm going to click here on Paper Trays by PaperTech. I know this company, and they specialize in pressed paperboard trays, which is kind of what I'm looking for in this search. So again, kind of what we did with ThomasNet, go to the website. And now the first step on the website is to go to, if they have a products tab, click that. Now, once this opens up, just take a peek at what their current offerings are. So obviously this company, they got different colors, different materials. They can do some print. And so say that is exactly what I'm looking for my project. Now, so I know that this company, PaperTech, can do what I'm looking for. Now, the next step, and this is critical, is contacting the supplier. Now, this can kind of be a little bit scary and unknown. How do I do this? But let me just walk you through how I would go about contacting PaperTech to find out if really this is the company that can offer what I'm looking for. So again, back at the top, we went through the products page just and viewed that. Now I'm going to click contact. Now, if they don't have a contact tab at the top of the page, what you can do is scroll to the far bottom on most websites, and there's going to be another contact link right there, or just at the bottom of the page. So on whatever page you're at, you can get to contacts, which is helpful. Okay, so what you will see on a lot of websites is something similar to this. So you're going to put in your name and your phone, and basically it's going to send them an email to kind of their in-house sales group or customer service. And it'll kind of then separate that and send it to who might be able to help you. Now, this is a great option. You can definitely do this, but my personal suggestion is actually to kind of take a little bit more control over the situation. If you do this email method, you're kind of waiting on their time to get back to you. So if it's an urgent project or you just need to know, what I am going to do is I'm going to look for an available telephone number. Okay, so right here I see it looks like their headquarters, and I get this telephone number right here. So what I'm going to do is I am going to call that telephone number, and most likely you'll get a front desk or customer service person, and I am going to share, I am looking for a custom or stock paperboard tray. I see that you guys offer something very similar to what I'm looking for. I am in blank area of the United States or wherever you are. Do you have any sales rep that covers that area? So by doing that and doing that on the phone, being on the phone scary, but by doing that, you're able to get in direct contact. Sometimes they'll transfer you right away. Sometimes they will transfer you and the salesperson is not available. You can leave a message and they'll get back to you much sooner than the email. What I also find from my experience working with suppliers on a day-to-day basis is jumping on the phone. I know it's kind of not what we do anymore. There's a lot of emails and instant messaging and things like that, but the classic jumping on the phone is still so relevant. You're able to talk with a human, talk through your situation. Here's what I'm looking for. You can get to the bottom and find out if this is the right company to cover what you're looking for a lot faster than if it's back and forth emails. So again, my suggestion is going to be get to the website, check out their products. Do they offer something similar? Great. Now scroll to the bottom, or if there's a link at the top, hit contact, find an available telephone number, give it a call, and ask for the sales rep in your area to get going here. Now you've seen my 2 simple ways to find and kind of get in contact with a local sales rep to your area using thomasnet.com, as well as just a Google search to get to supplier vendors' websites. Now, I hope that was helpful to you and just a good way to get you going in the right direction. Now, of course, you could spend lots of time in either of those methods, searching and contacting a lot of different suppliers, but the point of this video was to help kind of guide everyone into maybe a good way to start. I found in my experience when I was back in school and when I first got into the world of packaging, and I was tasked with looking into how do I find, this package, who's going to offer me this paperboard tray. I found that the hardest part was just getting started. So again, this video, hopefully it was helpful to you. And of course, if it was helpful to you, hit the like button for this video. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel, as we will have more videos walking on to your next step. And after we've now gotten contact with this supplier vendor, we're going to be moving into requesting a quote. So make sure you don't miss that next video. If you have suggestions from your experience, please let us know down in the comments below, as it will help all of us watching this channel learn about different ways. Of course, this is just my personal experience and how I go about doing this on the daily basis, but you may have even a better idea. So please let us know in the comments below, and we'll catch you in the next video. Thanks.